Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. There came a big spider and sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away.
The story of Little Miss Muffet. Little Miss Muffet worked every day making low seats called tuffets and decorating them with frills, lace and ribbons. She lived in a cottage with her pet spider, Bruce. They were good friends, and Miss Muffet would play yo-yos with him until he was dizzy. Miss Muffet was tired of watching Bruce eat flies day after day, so she tried to encourage him to eat something else. "Come and have some spaghetti," she called from the kitchen. "Come and have some pizza. Try some chicken and coleslaw. Nibble on this apple pie with ice cream." But Bruce took one look at the spaghetti and all the other food, and went back to catching flies. Bruce caught lots of flies, and grew quite big. Little Miss Muffet gave up trying to get him interested in other food. One Monday morning, after going to the market to sell tuffets, she came home with a packet of junket tablets. There were 7 flavors: vanilla, strawberry, banana, cherry, pineapple, orange and raspberry. She made the junket with milk and put it in a warm place to set. When it was ready, she sat down on her white tuffet to eat it. "Delicious," said Miss Muffet as she took her first mouthful. Bruce came in and sat on the rim of her bowl, watching. "What's that?" he asked. "Junket," replied Little Miss Muffet. "It's sometimes called curds and whey." "May I have a taste?" asked the spider. Miss Muffet nodded. Bruce had a taste, and then before Miss Muffet had time to say curds and whey, he had gobbled it all up. "Yum," he said. So the next day, Tuesday, she made some strawberry junket, took it into the living room and sat on her pink tuffet to eat it, so that Bruce wouldn't find her. But Bruce followed the strawberry smell, and just as she was about to eat her second spoonful, he came and gobbled it all up again. "I love curds and whey," he said, and he would have licked his lips, except that spiders don't have lips. On Wednesday, Miss Muffet made banana junket and took her yellow tuffet with her into the bedroom to eat it. On Thursday, she made cherry junket and hid in the bathroom to eat it, which was rather uncomfortable. On Friday, she made pineapple junket and hid in the cupboard to eat it. Bruce found her every time and gobbled it all up. Miss Muffet was getting very crafty. On Saturday, she said to herself, "I'll go right out of the house into the garden. I'll even climb a tree and sit high up in the branches to eat my orange junket." But oh dear! Bruce dangled down out of the leaves, and although she tried to push him away, once again Miss Muffet was left with an empty bowl. "Right," said Miss Muffet on Sunday, "this time I'm going to eat my whole bowl of raspberry junket on my own, and I'm going to sit on my most comfortable tuffet." She made sure that the spider was busily catching flies in the living room, and sneaked out the back door with her bowl of junket hidden in a basket, and her most comfortable tuffet under her arm. But clever Bruce jumped onto her hat without her knowing. "I've just got to have some more of that delicious junket," he thought to himself. She walked through the fields until she was far from the cottage. Then she sat down on her most comfortable tuffet and took out her bowl of raspberry junket. "Alone at last," she said, and looked around. Definitely no spiders. All was quiet. Miss Muffet dipped in her spoon and closed her eyes. Just as she was about to taste the junket, Bruce jumped down beside her and said, "Boo!" Little Miss Muffet was so startled that she dropped the bowl and ran all the way home. And Bruce ate up all the junket.